Hi there guys, Mike Brown here and welcome back to the London store of sax.co.uk. So I've got a bit of a treat for you today and for myself. As you can see, I'm standing next to this monster. All right, now this is a contrabass saxophone. It's the second lowest of the saxophone family and it's a full octave beneath the E flat baritone. So it's designed to get out those really low tones, and it was really invented to offer early 20th century composers a different timbral range, okay? They didn't have things that could create really low bass notes. So this was the answer for them, okay? Now, let's have a little check out of the construction. This particular piece is made by Benedikt Eppelsheim. He's a gentleman from Munich, and he's got a small team that hand produce the extreme ranges of the woodwind family. So those would be things like saxophone and clarinet, okay? Predominantly the contrabass, the subcontrabass, the tubax, and the soprillo. Those are the ones that he's really known for. This particular one, the contrabass, has a whole range of collar mechanisms on it, many more than you'd normally expect to see on a saxophone. And the whole idea here is to keep that massive bore and all that air that's running through it sealed in there, okay guys? It's also got quite a few additional bracing points. The whole idea here is it's so heavy, if it didn't have them, it'd just collapse under its own weight, okay? If you check it out, some of the pads are almost the size of my hand, and the bell section at the end here is as big as my thigh. So it's a real big horn to get round. Otherwise, it's exactly the same as any other saxophone. So your right hand would pop down here, your left hand would pop up here, okay? You've got palm keys, okay? You've got a low A on this particular model as well, as most contrabass saxophones do, kind of copying from the E flat baritone, okay? The only real difference is your hands are much further apart and you're gonna have to put extra air down there and have that diaphragm really supporting, okay? So I want to bring your attention to a couple of Benedikt's technical innovations, okay? Engineering a saxophone like this is not any easy feat. So let's check out a couple of little bits, okay guys? Got to move the monster stand around. So, as you can see, we've got some tubing over here, which you wouldn't normally see on a saxophone, okay? This is the octave mechanism. The idea here is, because the octave mechanism has to act over such a large distance, it would be slow. So what he's done is he's replaced it with the similar kind of cabling that you'd find on a bike gear or brake, okay? And that means it operates instantaneously. Really smart move, that one, because otherwise you'd have a bit of delay when you pop that octave key down, okay? The other thing that he's also done as well, guys, is if you check out this beautiful hand-curved neck point, okay? What he's got here is the bore expands out very gradually. The idea there is to help you out as much as possible. If you had to kick out straight into that kind of bore there, or even the big bit at the end, you'd run out of air in probably half a second, if even that. The idea here is Benedikt's giving you a helping hand along, and it also helps to produce a really warm and rounded tone. Okay guys? Now, the last thing I'd like to bring your attention to is, let's bring it around one more time for you. So, just over here at the front, guys, as you can see, we've got this gorgeous engraving. This has been actually picked out by us in the shop, and Benedikt is able to customize this engraving for each order. Okay, so regardless of what you're interested in, what floats your boat, whether it's a more kind of classical Selma flower-esque engraving, or whether it's slightly more contemporary abstract engraving, as we've gone for, Benedikt can sort you out. Okay, guys? So, The contrabass saxophone. I would be willing to bet that there's less than 200 of these in the world. I would really encourage you to stop into our London store and check it out for yourselves. You really will struggle to find one of these in any other retail environment, certainly in Europe, and you'll probably have to go hunting around with philharmonics and other big orchestras to really find an orchestral piece like this. So stop in store, have a little look, and if you're brave enough, I really encourage you to give it a play as well, guys.